The question is, why do I need to code switch if I know exactly what I am coming to do? Why do I need to change my pattern to be another person if I know that what I am going for, I solely deserve it, I earn it, I have all the experience that you're looking for? I don't know how some of these white folks think sometimes. And for the fact that this guy literally thought that he was educating black people is crazy. But I love the fact that this guy is literally getting, because as far as I'm concerned, there is nothing educational about this particular thing that this guy literally said. But anyways, I just want you guys to see. Let me roll out the clips I have for you guys, because this guy has literally been trending on a bad note, and I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comment section after watching from beginning to the end. Credit to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you, liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks. Also join my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And with that being said, let's dive right into this video. I'll be back with commentaries. Let's go watch, guys.
It's gotta be one of the most very important things if you want to level up in society. You guys be coming in here with so much slang, talking about bro or twin to your boss and trying to get a job. Like, you guys are gonna struggle for that, and I'm trying to help y'all out. Peep game. It's known as code switching, but it really is just simple mannerism. Like, and these older people genuinely don't understand a damn thing of what is coming out of your mouth, and they look at you stupid, like you're very unintelligent. A simple yes sir and no ma'am, yes ma'am can go a long way when it comes to getting a job or leveling up and having a conversation with someone that could potentially give you a life-changing opportunity. Listen, your tone is very important too. You can sound a little ratchet, like how I be speaking. This is how I normally be speaking, I'm not gonna lie. But then I can switch up the corner like this. Hey sir, how would everything, you know? But you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be able to just switch that thing, bro.
What in the Malibu Mitch is going on here? What type of timeline is this where a white American man is sitting up here talking to us about code switching? When does it end? Jeez. Like, literally, this is what we talk about when we say that our everything is co-opted, colonized, and just flat out stolen. He talking about bro, ratchet, code switching. You ain't got the code switch, Connor or Tanner or whatever the hell your name is. You don't have to code switch. You're the code that everybody is switching to. Why would you even think that you needed to code switch? And I didn't even notice a stark difference when he allegedly did the switch. You still sounded like yourself. Minus the Ebonics or AAVE or whatever y'all want to call it. I'm not the biggest fan of AAVE because African American vernacular, that was coined by like a German man, that term. It's like, no, y'all just trying to Africanize every goddamn thing. Like, no. But the irony of it all, and then they will say, oh, it's just TikTok slang, TikTok memes, Gen Z slang. Yet they say we have no power, and they try to demean our vernacular and how we literally add words to the dang on dictionary. We got our own urban dictionary, how there's literal jobs that you can apply for to study black people on social media. That is literally a thing. Yeah, I've seen people in the comments saying, oh, you ain't got no culture. Oh, what do you have? The way you speak, that's just normal. Everybody talks like that. Everybody does not talk like that. And yes, the way that you speak is a part of your culture. The way that you dress, your art form. Hello, why do you think we are so good at music? We're rhythmically inclined, and we literally corner the market on poetry and motion. Black Americans are really, really good with words. So for people to be like, oh, that don't mean that ain't nothing, that don't add to the world. Yes, it does. Music is literally the soundtrack to your life. The way you speak is literally the basis of communication. Communication is everything. If you can't communicate, you have no job, you have no friends, you have no relationship. What are you even if you don't have means to communicate? So to try to demean how we communicate and how we literally put a spin, a snazz, a razzle dazzle, and a pop on everything that we say and do, is diabolical. People just don't want to ever give us credit because it makes them feel smaller. Anyways, what y'all think about this? A white man sitting up here talking about code switching. Spread love is the Brooklyn way.
Switching is definitely necessary for a black person looking for a job. I don't care what nobody says. I am a big advocate that the way we walk into those spaces is the way those people are going to perceive us. But a lot of times there's already preconceived notions the minute they lay eyes on us before we're even able to speak. I believe that code switching does help the possibility of you being considered for a role or even landing the role that you want. Now, I know that all positions, companies, jobs, like if you're going in to be a cook or, you know, a busboy or, you know, a cleaner or something like that, they may not expect you to speak as fluently and articulate, you know, and look as well put together as a person who's going in for that HR job or that receptionist position or something like that. Like, it's a certain level of professionalism that people look for, and it's not fair for us black people to have to put on that facade and, you know, to have to code switch. But it is definitely necessary, I feel, in my experience of having jobs and looking for jobs and landing the roles that I wanted, that code switching really did help me be considered for those roles. Now, if you think, like, let me know in the comments if you think that, you know, black people need to code switch to help maybe, you know, them be considered for a position, or you could just go in there with your regular tongue. You talk how you want to talk how you talk on the street. If you still get jobs like that, let me know in the comments.
Switching has got to be one of the most very important things if you want to level up in society. You guys be coming in here with so much slang, talking about bro or twin to your boss and trying to get a job. Like,
I'm sorry, sir, you're not the code or the fucking switch. Hunt is your name. I guarantee your name is Hunter. Baby, you don't code switch. You turn off your fucking black scent. I swear, white folks don't leave us alone for nothing. Newsflash, the reason black people have to code switch is because white people like you, Connor. Sorry, Hunter. Sorry, Hunt. Y'all deemed it ghetto. Y'all deemed it inappropriate for black people to speak in African, American, English vernacular, which is AAVE. Now y'all want to talk about a problem with code switch. Do me a favor. Go back to y'all own shit. Remember a time where white folks actually had their own slang? Like loser, loser, double loser, ass, if, whatever. That's hot. Oh my God. I remember before the internet took over and y'all got a space to invade us and our privacy and who we are and what our culture is. Y'all were scared of us. Y'all didn't like us. Y'all thought we were hood rats. Y'all thought we all lived in the ghetto. And y'all actually had y'all own fucking identity. Now every time we come up with some shit, like Quiet on the River, y'all want to call it a Gen Z slang or an alpha slang. Newsflash, that's all black people shit. It ain't got nothing to do with y'all, like code switching has nothing to do with y'all. This is why we say y'all have no identity. Y'all don't know who the fuck y'all are. Y'all need to get back to y'all roots. Don't go as far back as, you know, burning crosses, wearing the Confederate flag, and wearing the pointy hats.
White people are online talking about how they code switch in daily life.
What do you mean by that?
But let's be entirely clear about what's actually happening. They aren't code switching, they are turning off a black scent they co-opted while cosplaying black people.
code switching has got to be one of the most very important things if you want to level up in society. You guys be coming in here with so much slang, talking about bro or twin to your boss and trying to get a job. Like, you guys are going to struggle for that, and I'm trying to help y'all out. Peep game. Your tone is very important, too. You can sound a little ratchet, like how I be speaking. This is how I normally be speaking. I'm not going to lie. But then I can switch up the corner like this. Hey, sir, how would everything, you know? But you know what I'm saying? Like, you...
For Black Americans, code switching has never been a casual stylistic choice or a trendy personality trait. It is and has always been a survival mechanism. It is deeply tied to physical safety, economic mobility, and navigating a society that has historically demonized Black culture, Black English, and Black identity as unprofessional or threatening. You switch the code because the stakes are your literal livelihood.
I don't really think people know that I hide an accent, especially being in New York City now. Like, I was born in the South. I lived in Texas, North Carolina, South Carolina, and like I spent a lot of time in my life there, and so I kind of code switch. And honestly,
I think code switching is so fucking funny because like you're telling me that I can just randomly go, "Hey, what's up, bro?"
People at work don't realize how good I am at code switching until another.
Shut up, you. Shut up.
Let's look at what's actually happening right now in 2026. African American vernacular English has been completely co-opted. On TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, AAVE is systematically rebranded as Gen Z slang or internet speak. When white speakers adopt a black accent or use these phrases online, they are borrowing black cultural capital for flavor or humor or for clout. A comment online that said AAVE just stands for alternative atypical versions of English, meaning they have completely bastardized and butchered what the language means.
Like, I'm fed the fuck up. Like, literally, I can't take this shit no more.
The twist happens when they step away from the keyboard or walk into a corporate setting, when they drop the black accent to speak to a boss or to an authority figure and call that code switching. They're completely flipping the script. They are taking the act of dropping a borrowed performative identity and pretending they are navigating oppression. Let's be real, changing your tone to sound more formal as a white person doesn't carry the threat of systemic exclusion, discrimination, or danger. Other groups have to assimilate in this country as well. Latinos, Arabs, Asians all use some form of code switching to fit in into what's deemed acceptable mainstream society. But white people, you're the code we're switching to. When you reduce code switching to a lifestyle trend, you erase the heavy real-world historical implications behind how black people had to survive in America. AAVE stems from generations of survival, from my parents, my grandparents, and my great-grandparents. It is a brilliant structured language born out of necessity, rooted in an era where speaking and double speak, having words and phrases mean entirely different things, but it's the only way to communicate so that the master and the white power structure couldn't understand us. When you sweep in, claim these things are just internet speak, and say you are code switching when you return to your regular voice, you are co-opting a history and a struggle that was built over centuries. There is a constant day in, day out battle for black people to protect what we have developed here through immense pain, developed in spite of America trying to diminish and oppress us out of existence. It's not a switch. It is just taking the mask off. Stable.
Unintelligent. A simple yes, sir.
If you don't shut your bitch ass up, we've reached a point on the internet now. White people are trying to explain to us what code switching is. Meanwhile, they don't even have to code switch. You are just cosplaying black Americans with how the fuck you're talking. You guys need to fucking just I just get so fucking aggravated having to deal with these people. They really just think everything revolves around them. You don't have to code switch, bro. And you don't talk like that with your fucking parents or anything like that. Y'all only talk like that to try and sound like black Americans and try and be like us. You don't have to code switch because what code are you switching? You are white in America. And also, all of you black people that be explaining what the fuck we do on the internet, I blame you for this. Stop fucking telling everybody our business so we don't have to see fucking stupid videos like this from a white boy explaining to us what code switching is. Like, it's honestly
Switching has got to be one of the most very important things if you want to level up into...
Code switching is so much deeper than just not saying bro and twin to your boss. Code switching has been like a mechanism for African Americans for survival. You know what I'm saying? So that white people will feel comfortable around us in our presence so they won't lynch us or kill us or like fire us or, you know what I'm saying? Like be prejudiced and racist towards us, right? Not saying bro and twin to your boss is not code switching. That's just choosing to not use AAVE in the workspace. Like that's just what that is. Code switching is like changing your body language, just changing your tone of voice, just changing your attitude. And low-key, depending on the scenario, it's changing your thought process as well. It's like, I can't say this right now because I know it wouldn't land well in this community of people, in this group of people. Now, I'm not going to say that like white people never have to code switch, because I'm sure there are instances where like white people, depending on your background and depending on whatever, you definitely do have to code switch, but it's deeper than what the guy was saying in that video. Okay, I think that like it's deeper than just like having a good rapport with your
First off, what the fuck is going on at Ocean Springs High School in Mississippi? Because I'm seeing like so many people there pass, and I'm not trying to be that person, conspiracy theories, but no, I just seen another video about, oh, this school been racist.
And another thing about this code switching conversation, babe, I have to do it for survival. This is not a game. This is not a cute, fun trend. I don't think y'all understand how mentally taxing it can be to have to switch out of yourself or who you are as a person because of how you'll be perceived in the workplace, in a group environment, in life. And you guys may be saying, oh, you don't have to coach with. Some people choose not to, and I stand behind that 100%. Like, I'm not about to argue with them and their own preferences. I personally cannot. I cannot. Now, I know how I sound helps me a lot, and some people may be like, what are you talking about? My inflections and how my voice is, it helps me a lot throughout the world, especially where I live, but my hair don't help me a damn. Being dark skinned don't help me a damn. Hello? Me code switching is literally survival. Like, it's not a game to me. You feel me? And me code switching is sometimes speaking to my family members and being able to connect with them. Like, I don't have the luxury to turn things on and off or to speak to people however I want to speak to, because then I'll be labeled one thing, and then that could ruin any opportunity that I may have in the real world. I can't be talking, as y'all like to call it, AAVE. I just can't be talking AAVE out in front of anybody and everybody. It just won't work for me. Y'all could do that because you are not scrutinized in the way that we're scrutinized, and that's a genuine fact. Come on now. Y'all cannot code switch. Stop it. I'm really frustrated, and no, I'm like, this really got under my skin because y'all are talking about code switching. Like, bitch, it's not survival it's literal survival for me. The fuck y'all want? Like,
anyways, welcome back, guys, and thank you so much for watching, and hope you guys literally enjoyed every single clip I was able to roll out for you guys. And honestly, this is how some of these white folks are. They always want black people to be at their beck and call. They always want black people to always be at their mercy. They always want black people to always act as if they are the 100% superior people. And that is why you can literally see this man opening his mouth and talking about code switching. Mama, what is it? I'm talking about code switching. Say hi. Say hi. Or let's film together. I'm talking about code switching. Because why do you need to code switch just because you want to get the job? And he's saying, oh, a simply yes, ma, or simply yes, sir, would actually not be an effect to anything at all. See, the truth is, if you respect me, I'll respect you. Respect is reciprocal. I keep telling people, but you do not force people to switch into what they are not just because they want to gain that particular job from you. If anybody should be applying for a job as a black person, it simply means that person has that qualification. That person have that every single thing it takes for he or she to be able to apply for that job. But the problem is the racism inside of you people will literally not allow you people see the good parts of everything. You people will always look for a way and make it look like the only people that deserve every single good thing is your kind of folks. I'm happy with the kind of info that he actually got. I'm happy with a lot of people trying to like educate him, because I feel like for you to come up with statements like this, it simply means you're properly not educated, you're properly not informed, because if you are, you will not literally come out with statements like this trying to make it look like you want to do it in favor of Black Americans. Okay? But let me know what you think in the comment section, and credit to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you, liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And yes, guys, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be seeing back, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys. Mwah.